All right, so our last day of review is dealing with complex numbers, vectors, and matrices. So we're going to try to get through this and make sure we remember how to do everything, and then we'll be good. All right, remembering here, we're dealing with a plus bi, and then plus a plus bi. Remember, we're going to combine the like terms there. So combine the a's together, combine the b's together. So we combine the a's together, 5 and 3 is 8. We combine the b's together, that's 2 and negative 3, which is negative I. Also, if you need to see it lined up real quick like I did in class, I'll do that really quick too. We're adding. So here, 5 and 3 is 8. 2 and negative 3 is negative I, negative 1I, or negative I. All right, so that's A. B, let's go for that. Sorry, number 2, sorry. That's 2, 1. This is 2. Here we're going to have to distribute that negative through. So I'm going to distribute the negative through for this part. If we distribute that negative, it becomes a positive here. Negative comes here. And then negative and negative, it's a positive 3i. Again, all we did was take this negative through and distribute it to both of them. So negative 1 times 3 is negative 3. Negative 1 times negative 3i is positive 3i. All right, then we're adding it up just like we did right here. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Right, 3 and 5. Sorry, 5 and negative 3 is 2. 2 and 3 is 5. There we go. Easy, guys. We got this. All right, so let's go to the next one. All right, the next one is 3, and we're going to be multiplying them. So we're going to do box method here. If you do the rainbow method or FOIL method, whichever one you learned, you can do, it gets the same answer. But I'm going to do box method here. All right, so for the first one, we're going to put that in the front. So 5 and 2i, positive 2i. Then 3 and negative 3i. And we're going to go ahead and multiply that through. We're going to do distributive prop, not distributive, but multiply. Just multiply. So here, 3 times 5 is 15. 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. Keep your I. 2 times 3 is 6. Keep your I. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. I times I is I squared. All right. So each thing, we're going to pull it out. I'm not going to combine them yet. You can if you wanted to. If you combine them first, perfect. Okay. So there are like terms that we have before I do anything with the I squared. We have like terms right here. So I'm going to combine those. So that gives me a negative I for that part. We have 15 in front. And you get negative 6i back here. We know I squared is negative 1. So I'm going to put that in there. So there should not be an I squared in your final answer. If that happens, you were wrong. And you will get it wrong. All right, so this gives me a positive 6. So positive 6 and positive 15 is a positive 21 minus 9i. And there we go. And there you go. So 21 minus 9i. All right. Then the last one deals with, again, distributive property. So just like we distribute the negative on number 2, we're going to distribute that 2i on this one. So we distribute it, and I'm going to do this part. Distribute that 2i to both of them. So 2 times 3 is 6. Then keep your I. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. I times I is I squared. Right? We know I squared is negative 1. All right, and then the last thing is just multiplying negative 6 and negative 1 to give us positive 6. And then we got to make sure we put it in the right order. A plus BI. Must be in that form. So if in that form, it should be 6 plus 6i. And there we go. And there you go. There you have it. All right, so that is our complex numbers. So now let's go ahead and go to our vectors. All right, vectors. Vectors, again, remember, these were easy too. Just like complex numbers were easy, just like matrices are easy. Complex numbers, again, were easy here. So we give you the 3 vectors. So vector u is 1, 3. Vector v is negative 3, negative 2. Vector t is 6 and 0. And so we're going to do our operations with these. And we're going to combine them where we need to combine them. We're going to add them where we need to add them. And go from there. Do all that great stuff. All right. So with that, our t, that is 6 and 0. Our u is 1 and 3. Just like our matrices here, we're going to combine them, the corresponding spots. So the first spot here, 6 and 1, we'll add those together. Gives us 7. 0 and 3, add them together, gives us 3. And that's our answer. Oh, that was so hard, Mr. Hall. No, it wasn't. It was so easy. Y'all silly. All right, so next one is V and T, but we're subtracting this time. All right, so we have our 2 vectors here. All right, we're going to distribute that negative through to the second one, because remember, whenever we subtract, just like we did up top with complex numbers, we have to distribute this. Remember, these are all very similar. These sections, this whole section was similar. The rules and stuff are very similar for each one of them. All right, if we distribute that negative, this is negative 6 and 0. All right, and again, we're combining the corresponding parts. So negative 3 and negative 6, we add those together, give us negative 9. Negative 2 and 0 is negative 2. I'm not sticking to the borders that are up here. All right, so far we've done addition, we've done subtraction. Now we're going to go to scalar multiplication. So we're going to multiply these bad boys. I'm going to do this one in black. So we have 5. Vector v is negative 3, negative 2. Distribute that 5 to them. So I guess it's negative 15 and negative 10. Negative 15 and negative 10. And guys, that's your answer. All right, and then we have our last one, which is 4. 4 is the one that we actually have to do a little bit of work on, just a little bit, because we're putting everything together. Scalar multiplication is happening, then subtraction, then scalar multiplication and addition. So all this is coming together. So we have 2, vector u is 1 and 3, minus vector v, which is negative 3, negative 2, and then 5, run out of space. I can put it all together. Plus, let me do this part. Get a little ghetto for that, but it's okay. Let's do it right there. All right, so plus 5 times vector t, which is 6 and 0. All right, so here we're going to just scalar multiplication. So distribute it to both of these. All right, so here for the first one, 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. And actually here, let me go ahead and distribute this subtraction sign also, the negative. So we're putting both of them together. So addition sign there because we're distributing that negative through. So that gives us 3 and 2 plus a vector here that gives us 30 and 0. So distribute the 2 through everything, distribute the negative through, distribute the 5 through. All right, so here, now we combine like terms. So 2 plus 3 plus 30. 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 30 is 35. 6 plus 2 is 8, plus 0 is 8. And that's our final answer. So there we go, guys. So we had to do scalar multiplication, subtraction, and then scalar multiplication again. And then we added everything together. Simple, guys. So again, vectors are very easy. Don't forget them. Again, if you need to go back and watch the videos for that to get help and make sure you remember how to do it, go back to your February agenda. It's right there. So now we're going to go to our very last one, just deals with matrices, and then we're going to be done, guys.